do you, like, this is just a big picture conversation. Does anyone, even the most Florida State, even Danny Cannell, who I will speak with this about him on his radio show Wednesday, cannot look each other in the eye and say, Tate Rodemaker, that's the guy leading us to a national championship. And the whole thing, that the biggest thing, and this is my biggest stance on the argument, big picture, even outside of Florida State. I look at right now. Okay. I get it. Florida State's had a remarkable season. I've been on here and every other media outlet in the country saying that I believe that they're one of the most talented teams in the country. But when you lose your most valuable player right here, right now, they're giving me this, oh, Washington's been playing with their food. Texas is struggling. Yeah, well, Florida State barely got out of Chestnut Hill against Boston College, a 6-6 team with a win. They barely got out of Clemson, who's an 8-4 team with a win. Okay, so every team has their ebbs and flows. But as you and I sit here today, could they beat Oregon with Tate Rodemaker?
No.
Could they beat Texas?
No.
Could they beat Alabama? Could they beat Georgia? Could they beat Michigan?
No. They couldn't beat Ohio State either.
That's the argument. With Tate Rodemaker, that ain't happening. And so now I'm not anti-Florida State. I'm pro-truth. They're not the same team without Jordan Travis. It's not hard.
And, you know, I hear all the analysts that you parade up and down Sports Center every day, and I don't care if you're undefeated in the Power 5 conference. I really don't. That does not guarantee. We've already been there before. Give me the 4 best, and you just named 6 clubs that would beat Florida State right now. I don't know.
Right now.
I mean, they were brilliant on Labor Day weekend against LSU. LSU turned out to be a flawed team. We know that now. Clemson, we've already talked about. So what else have they done? What else have they done? And
they're 12-0. That's what they did.
TCU was undefeated last year until the Big 12 championship game, and you know we made that mistake a year ago. Let's not make it again. I don't want to see Florida State in the playoffs because they're going to get blown out by one of these clubs.
Yeah, and if they, let's just project for, let's say they get by Louisville, I would, because right now Florida State's 5th. If they get by Louisville, I would bet they slot them at 4.
Sure.
Georgia, until it's proven otherwise, is going to be the number 1 ranked team. So we're going to trot out Georgia, Florida State. Currently, Jordan Travis, different game. Tate Rodemaker, game over.
It's not watchable. Well, excuse me. It is watchable, only to see Florida State lose.
So that's the Florida State side of it. So you've got Michigan fans. I've got all of Florida State after me because of a factual statement.
Give me something I can feel. Light a cigarette.